Today we'll be discussing life cycle of fruits and vegetables. Starting with the life cycle of a potato plant. When we take potato out of our groceries, sometimes we notice the potato having little eyes or little white spots. Those are basically going to be future sprouts. So that's what sprout development is. A sprout develops from eyes on seed tubers and grows upward to emerge from the soil. Roots begin to develop at the base of emerging sprouts. Then the process that follows is vegetative growth. Leaves and branch stems develop from above ground nodes along with emerged sprouts, and roots and stolons develop at below ground nodes. Then tuber initiation happens, and soon there is tuber bulking, which basically means that there is an accumulation of cells, basically expandation, and water, nutrients, and carbohydrates are accumulated. Uh, thus, this becomes a dominant site for carbohydrates and mobile inorganic nutrients. And the fifth stage includes maturation. The vines turn yellow and lose leaves, photosynthesis decreases, tuber growth slows, and vines eventually die. Tuber dry matter content reaches a maximum tuber skin set. To explain it further in the form of a life cycle, as you can see on your right side is basically how the potato is dug out of soil. It has buds which again begin to shoot, and then after that it is again planted and it forms roots, and again it begins to spread and form small potatoes. This is a detailed step-by-step process of the same thing that was explained at the moment, which shows leaf development, tuber initiation, continue to initiate and bulk, and soon they are like mostly set, and then potato harvest happens finally. We now go on to life cycle of carrot. When we talk about life cycle of a carrot, we have to be very careful because the planting bed is very important. It has to be raised, and the container should be filled with planting mix, and that should make a good home for carrots. Basically, sowing seeds. These seeds are very tiny, and it's important to sow them properly and protect the seeds. Uh, and keep it moist. Moisture, there should be moisture, but it should be weed free. And after that, finally thin carrots to 1 inch apart to allow fullest growth. There is leaf development, and then there's unfolding, and that's when the root begins to expand, which is basically the carrot. Then the development of harvestable vegetative plant, and then the expansion is finally complete, which includes the carrot. Now we go on to the life cycle of a banana. When we talk about bananas, you might have seen a banana tree growing near you. They are very prominent. So the vegetative phase or shooting begins with the production of leaves by the planted tissue and ends with inflorescence appearing at the top of the plant. The reproductive phase begins with the transition of the vegetative meristem into a floral shoot. So the meristem, as you must have read, is basically where the cell division happens. Then comes the reproductive phase. This is a graphical depiction of the whole process happening, where it's a plant, then the leaves bloom, and then a little purplish pinkish portion comes on with flowers, and then finally little bananas. And when they are like full and ripe, that's when they're taken. Now we come to life cycle of grapes. This is again a little graphic to make the process a little understanding. There is pruning and planting. Pruning, where basically it's like cut neatly and then planted properly. Then it's the growth stage, which involves it like its proper cleaning and maintenance. Then there's flowering, and then we see the fruit set, and then we have varieties, which is basically the coloration of the fruit. This is a more detailed process of the same thing, including the leafing, flowering, fruit set, veraison, and then finally harvest. Thank you so much.